Yeah.
Let's be real for a second. Finding a good contractor
Oh, yeah.
can be a real pain.
Absolutely.
And when it's your roof,
Uh-huh.
the stress levels,
Yeah.
they just go through the roof.
Yeah. You're not wrong there.
Right.
It's a big one.
Big one.
It's your home's first line of defense against the elements.
It really is.
Choosing the right company, that can feel like a huge decision.
Absolutely. And that's where this deep dive comes in. We're going to explore what sets Stryker Roofing and Construction apart.
Oh, right.
Now they're a proud sponsor of the Visit Celina website. And for good reason.
Okay.
We'll uncover what makes them tick, so you can make the best choice for your roofing needs.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so let's start with the people behind Stryker Roofing and Construction. What's their story? What makes them different?
Well, get this. The founders, Johnny and Reed, they actually came from the homeowners insurance world.
Whoa, real.
Imagine that. Going from dealing with claims to starting a roofing company.
That's a heck of a switch.
Yeah.
I bet they saw a lot
Oh, yeah.
about what works and what doesn't.
They saw firsthand how frustrating it was for homeowners to find trustworthy roofers, especially after dealing with insurance claims. That's what gave them the idea for Stryker.
I can see how that experience would give them a unique perspective.
Oh, absolutely. They talk about how easy it is to just chase profits. But for them, it's about doing things the right way. Even in one of their YouTube videos, they talk about staying true to their values. It's not just something they say. They live it.
They actually live it. Okay, so they're all about integrity. But what does that actually look like day to day?
Well, it's more than just a slogan for them.
Right.
They have this whole three-pronged approach.
Okay.
Internal integrity is all about how they treat each other within the company, creating that culture of respect and honesty.
That makes sense. Happy team usually equals happy clients, right?
Exactly. Then there's external integrity,
Mm-hmm.
which is how they interact with clients and the community. Transparency,
Mm-hmm.
open communication, no shady business practices, treating people right.
So it's walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Exactly. And then they tie it all together with this idea of holistic integrity. It's like they want to make sure that those internal values are reflected in everything they do, from how they treat their employees to how they handle a client's project.
I like that. It's like holding themselves accountable on every level. But let's face it, integrity alone doesn't guarantee a good roof.
Right.
What about their expertise? How do they make sure they're the best they can be when it comes to roofing?
Well, for starters, they invest a lot in training their team. Their sales reps don't just know about different roofing types. They also get specialized training on navigating insurance claims.
Oh, I bet that's helpful.
Which can be a lifesaver. For homeowners,
dealing with insurance companies can be a maze sometimes.
Oh, tell me about it. But beyond the initial training, they're constantly pushing their team to learn and grow. In that same YouTube video, they talk about everyone becoming sharper versions of themselves.
I like that.
It shows real dedication to improvement, which in the end benefits the customer.
Absolutely. Now, I'm sure our listeners are curious. What services does Stryker actually offer?
They've got pretty much everything covered. They do residential and commercial roofing,
Okay.
but they also do remodeling, fencing, gutters, windows, even siding.
Whoa.
It's a one-stop shop for all your exterior needs.
Talk about comprehensive. So if you're thinking about sprucing up your house, Stryker can handle it.
Absolutely. And speaking of handling things well, have you heard about their Stryker guarantee?
You know I have. I'd love to hear more about what that means. What makes it so special?
Well, it really boils down to three things: professionalism,
Okay.
transparency, and exceeding expectations.
Sounds promising. Tell me more. What does that look like in action? What are the benefits?
Well, for starters, they offer free inspections with super detailed reports.
Oh, wow.
It's like getting a free checkup for your roof.
That's great.
No strings attached.
That's huge. It takes away that fear of the unknown, which I think a lot of homeowners have about roof.
Exactly. They're not just trying to sell you something.
Right.
They're giving you the information you need to make a smart decision.
So they're kind of like roofing educators as well as contractors.
Precisely. And they don't just stop there. They're committed to clear communication throughout the whole process.
Okay.
They've got dedicated teams for everything, from insurance claims to billing, so homeowners always know what's going on.
That's reassuring, knowing you've got a go-to person for any questions.
You got it. And remember those testimonials we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't just marketing. Those are real people sharing their positive experiences. With Stryker, they're proof that this company walks the walk.
Actions speak louder than words, especially with something as important as your roof.
Couldn't agree more. And it all comes back to their roots in insurance.
Right.
They've been on the other side of the table, so to speak. They understand the anxieties homeowners face when dealing with roofing.
Yeah.
Especially after a storm.
It's like they've walked in their client's shoes.
Right, exactly. And that empathy shows in everything they do. They've built their company around addressing those anxieties.
Yeah.
And providing a level of service that goes beyond just putting on a new roof.
So connecting all of this back to choosing a roofing company, what are some key takeaways for our listeners?
First and foremost, don't underestimate integrity. Find a company that's transparent, honest, and committed to doing things the right way.
Like Stryker.
Just like Stryker, with their focus on internal, external, and holistic integrity.
It's got to be more than just a marketing tactic.
You nailed it. Second, knowledge and expertise are crucial.
Okay.
You want a company that's up to date on the latest techniques and materials, and that knows the ins and outs of insurance.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. A good company will be happy to answer them.
Absolutely. And finally, pay attention to the little things. How responsive are they? Do they communicate clearly? Do they treat you with respect? These little details can make a big difference.
Yeah, it's about finding a partner, not just a roofer.
Exactly. And let's not forget their commitment to the Celina community.
Right.
Stryker's not just about business. They're about building relationships and giving back.
They're big on supporting local schools.
Yeah.
And some of their employees do a lot in the community. It shows they care about more than just profits.
Absolutely. They seem to get that a strong community is built on strong relationships.
And speaking of building strong relationships, we want to thank Stryker Roofing and Construction for sponsoring this deep dive.
We appreciate their support in helping us bring this information to Celina.
And before we go, we want to leave you with something to think about. We've talked about what makes Stryker stand out, but what are your top priorities when choosing a roofing company?
What's most important to you? Price, reputation, communication, or something else?
And how does Stryker measure up? Take some time to think about it and let this deep dive guide you. Your roof is a big investment, so choose wisely. But enough about roofs for now. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Visit Celina YouTube channel for more Celina, Texas deep dives like this one.
We've got a lot more to explore, so stay tuned.
Until next time, take care.